And this is a centurion. It starts with verse 5. When Jesus was entered into Capernaum, I know you want to know this geography. Capernaum is on the northwest side of the Sea of Galilee. The Dead Sea borders Judea. The Jordan River connects the Dead Sea and the Sea of Galilee, and Samaria is on the Jordan River, and Galilee is on the Sea of Galilee. Imagine that, Galilee is on the Sea of Galilee. Capernaum's on the northeast of Galilee. And so that's where this centurion, now you know the word century means 100, so a centurion is a soldier in charge of 100 soldiers. Now he has authority, but his authority comes from Rome. Rome gives him authority. He's not an independent contractor. Rome gives him authority, and then he tells these 100 soldiers what he wants them to do, and they obey. So he says to Jesus, I am, and that's very important, verse 9, I am a man under authority. Having soldiers under me, and say this one, go, and he comes, and he comes, my servant do this, and he does it. Now the word child the word servant that he's interested in is the Greek word for child. This is not an adult. This is a young man or woman who was a servant in his household. I don't like to second guess the scripture. We could make 10 guesses here of why he was this attached to a child, and I just believe sometimes we leave the scripture alone because guesswork will throw you. One day guesswork will get you in the wrong ballpark. Have you ever gone somewhere and you're guessing at where you were going? You know, before they had these fancy machines you put on your dash that tells you where you're going. Well, this is not guesswork. He says, now here's what's interesting. The Matthew account and the Luke account are written differently. That isn't to disturb us in any measure. It's just that what Matthew saw it a little different. You know, if we all saw a traffic accident, we were all interviewed, we'd all say something different. And that's all it is that Luke tends to give more details with everything he does. He's a detail writer. Matthew said the centurion came to Jesus and said, my servant lies at home grievously tormented. Luke said he was near death. We wouldn't have known that except for Luke's account. Now, it appears if you read Matthew that the centurion went to Jesus personally, but if you read Luke, you find out he did not. The centurion did never leave home. In Luke's account, it says he sent the elders of the Jews. Now, he's a Roman soldier. He sent the elders of the Jews. Why did he send the elders of the Jews? It's very important. Luke chapter 7. He sent the elders because he had built them a sanctuary, a synagogue, and that's in Luke's account. And they said they were beholden. Do y'all use that word anymore? They were beholden to him. And they went to Jesus on his behalf. He said he sent the elders, and the elders said, you know, he's worthy. You know you don't get anything because you're worthy, because you qualify. So they said, you know, you ought to do this for him. He's worthy. That's why he came along and said, I'm not worthy that you should come under my roof. He's contradicting, he's correcting, rather than promoting himself and swelling up in pride. He's making a shift there. They said he's worthy. He's built us a sanctuary. Well, he decided, you know, that maybe he shouldn't even go in person to Jesus. And so after the elders went, he sent his friends. It says in Luke, he sent his friends. And he said, you tell him I'm not worthy that he should come under my roof. See, he knew who he was. He knew his dependency on the master. And so Jesus simply spoke the word. He didn't see the boy or girl. It could have been a girl. He didn't see him. He didn't go to the house. He didn't see the centurion. He just spoke. See, that's the word that he's given you to speak. The word that's incorruptible, that's alive. Hebrews 4 says it's alive. It means it's active, powerful, living, operative. You know you can have a toaster and put your toast in and get nowhere if it's not plugged in. Now, I'm real fond of pan-fried toast, but you got to turn the burner under that, you know, or it doesn't work. You got to plug it in if it's a toaster, turn the burner on if it's pan-fried. And if you don't open your mouth, I don't care. You may have enough faith to explode, but it's not working because you ain't said nothing.